Many of you out there have family or friends who were directly affected by Hurricane Katrina. You are not alone. Many members of our extended CNN family were also right in the middle of this disaster. Our Kathleen Koch is from Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, and she shows us what's left of her hometown.
Why don't you get Dad? I'm getting ready to go over to the Bay, okay? High school's there. Okay. Is this the main shelter here?
It's one of the main shelters.
I never thought I'd see the day when my high school was a shelter, but this is a perfect place. I mean, it's a perfect thing to turn into a shelter. The building is standing. It's just my high school. This is incredible. I wonder how high the water came up. Are they bringing you food and water?
They just brought a little water. Somebody had some gas. They were going to go all the way down to Walmart Savings Center and get us some.
I was climbing from rooftop to rooftop. It was around 30 feet high.
Jesus.
It was just horrifying. I mean, I've never gone through anything like this in my entire life.
So when I go to South Beach Boulevard, I'm not going to find my house there, huh?
I wouldn't think so.
Y'all stay safe. It's hard. It's hard to even recognize this place. There was a road here, you can see, that goes into the sand and then just disappears. That's the beach road. If you follow it on around, you'll get to downtown Bay St. Louis, to where we had our ice cream parlor that my family ran when I was in school. You'll get to downtown Bay St. Louis. Y'all seen any Kurgasons? Any Kurgasons, Trutells, or Van Schultz? No? Okay. Trutel, Van Schultz, Ogden's, Gotsigans? No?
I know Van Schultz.
Have you seen him?
I had seen him.
I said, I think that's Kevin Koch. Our homes are destroyed, but we're okay. We're alive. Oh, our family's alive.
Do you still have any family here?
Well, my brother's in Ocean Springs. Yeah. But he and his wife and their 4 kids, she works at Keesler Air Force Base, and she's the head of the ICU unit. So they took them all there, but I haven't been able to see them because the phones don't work, and I think they're all locked in there. They won't let anyone in or out. And our ice cream parlor is over here. Let's see if I can get to it. This was the Sunshine ice cream parlor. There's just nothing left here. This is, I was going to say this is the house on South Beach Boulevard where I lived, but it's not a house anymore. This was the living room over here. My brother's room was back here. The place we grew up in, where we had so many wonderful years, is gone. I'm going to bring a brick back for each member of the family. 7. Okay, 1 for each. Bricks and memories. Good memories.
Kathleen Koch joins us live now. Oh, you got me with the bricks, Kathleen. I just can't imagine. I just can't. How difficult this
Carol,
must be for you
today.
today.
I think one of the, yeah, it's been difficult all week, but it was getting there and seeing it for myself yesterday that obviously was the hardest, because I've been here on the Gulf Coast, starting in Mobile, reporting on Sunday, Monday, and then we made it to the Gulf Coast here then on Tuesday, and into Pax Christian and Long Beach the next day, but it was able yesterday to get to Bay St. Louis. But the hardest thing, I think, was seeing my friends from high school. I've been able to find 3 of them, and they have absolutely nothing left, like so many people up and down the Gulf Coast. And they didn't want anything from me, nothing I offered them, money, clothing. They just said, get the word out, that just like in New Orleans, the relief hasn't gotten to most people who need it. There, I think, is one spot on Highway 90 in Bay St. Louis where people can get some water. I don't know if there's food there. I don't think there is any clothing there. And they were telling me, my friends, they said there are old people in homes here in Bay St. Louis who can't get there. They don't have a car anymore. They don't, even if they have a car, they don't have gasoline. There are handicapped people in wheelchairs who have run out of food and water, and they're wheeling down the street, getting stuck in the mud, trying to make it up to Highway 90 to find something to survive on. And it's, words just can't express what people are going through right now.
The president is expected to make an appearance on the ground in Biloxi, Mississippi. What will people want to say to him?
we need help. That's what they'll say. And where is it? Where has it been? I mean, we arrived, again, CNN deployed us. CNN knew the storm was coming. They had us in Mobile. We came then to Gulfport on Tuesday. We got here. We've been here for days. The first Red Cross person we saw was yesterday morning, Thursday morning. We were able to get here. We flew into Mobile. We came here. It wasn't a shock. It wasn't a surprise. Why was no one else ready? The Red Cross, FEMA, the National Guard. What happened? People want to know why.
All excellent questions that I know the President will try to answer today. Talk a little bit about the resilience, because Americans have this spirit and this hope to rebuild, and we're talking about them being desperate and depressed right now, but you know, Americans bounce back.
No, that is very true, Carol, and I'm glad you raised that point, because the shot where you saw me describing where the beach road goes into the sand, what you didn't see was the remains of a 2-mile-long bridge that used to go across the Bay of St. Louis, and it's all been blown away. There's nothing left of it. But right there at where the bridge was, that's where I found my friends, 2 of my friends. People have clustered there because, again, people are resilient. They are learning how to survive. They found that is the one place in town where some people can get a cell phone signal out. So it's become this meeting place. People stand there, you know, at what used to be their main transportation artery to the rest of the coast. Now it has become their main communication artery. So they're clustering there, and everyone is helping everyone with whatever they have. But the problem is that everyone you talk to virtually has nothing left. Even here in Harrison County, where I lived was in Hancock County to the west, you interview someone at the coroner's office. He tells you the terrible story about how they're finding bodies here in Harrison County, how people are bringing them to the coroner's office in the back of their trucks, in the back of their personal vehicles. When they find them on the street, they're covering them, and they will try to reach the coroner's office and say, here's where you can find them. Then when you get off camera, you ask this gentleman, well, so how are you doing? He said, oh, I lost my house. I lost everything. So many public officials who we've talked to are in that same situation. So there is such a degree of helplessness here that people are resilient. They want to help each other, but no one has anything.
Yeah. Kathleen Koch, thank you for sharing your personal story.